Let's look inside our latest digital magazine. Hello, I'm Margie Mannix, Executive Editor at U.S. News. First up, the tug-of-war in the Republican Party. Snubs, rudeness, and all sorts of other accusations are flying around between GOP party leaders and Sarah Palin, who's become a darling of grassroots conservatives. But who's really speaking for the GOP? A new poll out this week confirms that even Republican voters don't seem to know who. And the battle over health care reform is finally moving to Capitol Hill. At the core of two similar proposals rolled out by the House and Senate Democrats this week is a requirement that almost all Americans buy health insurance. President Obama, meanwhile, is continuing to call for fast action on the matter. The president is also trying to figure out how to make use of the men who sat in the Oval Office before him. That's what our chief White House correspondent Ken Walsh explores.
The current president and the four living past presidents started off on a good basis. Bush 43 hosted all of them at the White House just before he left the scene at Obama's request. Each of them has his own strengths, whether it's Clinton's enduring popularity as a peacemaker around the world and his understanding of domestic politics, or George W. Bush's grasp of national security issues from a conservative perspective.
North Korea is grabbing headlines again, this time for its harsh sentences of two American journalists for illegally entering the country. Experts think it's just a ploy to get a high-level envoy to visit. The leading candidates? Al Gore and Bill Richardson. Gore co-founded the company where the women work, Current TV, and Richardson has negotiated with North Korea before. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton is watching the situation, of course, and she's also trying to roll out a major new campaign to enhance U.S. diplomacy. Here's Washington Whisperer's editor Paul Bedard.
Just recently, she rolled out a neat way for Americans to show their support for Pakistanis in the war-torn Swat Valley. State promoted a UN deal where you could text a $5 donation. She even did it herself.
Paul also hears that political reality and Hollywood may once again meet on the small screen, in a primetime soap opera no less. It's all in the latest issue of U.S. News Weekly, our new digital magazine. You can sign up for it at usnews.com/subscribe. Read it online or print it out. It's your choice. See you next week.